Saturdays and Sundays, check every inch of the web to find the latest episodes. The boys are everywhere, and no matter what anyone may try, they are here to stay. If the name hasn't warned you yet, then consider this as your viewer discretion advised. No one can restrain these two idiots, so here they come unleashed upon the world, only to become as insane as reality itself.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sunday night. We are back from beyond the veil, as one would say. Well, maybe know him. He was getting abducted by aliens and stuff like that. They're doing terrible things to him, you know. I know it's terrible. Ken, his eye was going on there. His eye was getting ointments and that because of the probing. It's terrible. Every night it happens to him, over and over. Maybe somehow we can, pray for you.
Well,
what?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Is this just because you're jealous that I'm going on with Elena without you?
Do you want to hear something? He was invited on Elena's show. Now, I was invited on tape, but I can't go anyway because I got the dentist.
No, there was no mention of you. There was no mention of you.
You're terrible. That's that. No, that's that. Nah, I don't. To be honest with you, it's a big thing because she's got over 100,000 subscribers. Can you imagine all the people sitting staring at you, Dakota? I bet everybody.
Thank God it's pre-recorded.
You'll be sitting there with your suit and your tie, your wee bow tie. Get a wee bow tie.
I don't wear ties.
You did for that last one. That last person we had on. What was her name again?
I wasn't not wearing a tie.
He had his shirt. Oh, sorry, he had his shirt unbuttoned just right, so the wee bit of the hair, just a wee hair there and a wee hair there, come popping out, and you could tell he looked at the mirror before he came on.
Sean Connery off of Wish here is just jealous at all the very beautiful women that we've had on. Yes, they may have liked his accent, but I'm the one that
Elena, he was the likes my accent. She can't understand a single word that I'm saying. But
I was about to say, she may like your accent, but she doesn't know what the fuck you're saying.
I know, exactly.
I mean, I was just there trying to be, encouraging, telling her, it's like, if you can't understand him, don't worry. It took me 3 months. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're expecting me to do it in 5 minutes?
Bill, I'll say this. Elena, if you're watching, you're a very beautiful and very intelligent person that does shows, and I think you're awesome. So there you go.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Elena's one of the best ones out there, hands down. And anybody that has a problem with that can fight me.
He stays in Idaho, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give the exact address out if you message me at Chris Moult on Facebook.
Just remember, I have a sledgehammer and a baseball bat covered in barbed wire hidden in the trunk of my car.
That's a handy thing, that. Why do you keep that? Is that in case you get roadkill that's not quite dead?
Nah, I just put it there when we were in the middle of the move and I hadn't taken it out yet. Mind you, we moved back in August. It's March. So, oh well.
So,
it'll come handy sometime.
So Dakota, what is on the madness on the show tonight? What crazy torture do you have for me tonight?
Well, we don't really have anything planned tonight. It's daylight savings, and I'm already halfway expecting to hear a phone call that my sister has injured herself on her 21st birthday. You can imagine why.
Oh, that's right. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, my own sister called me a dick because I sent her a happy birthday message.
But how did you send it? Tell the truth.
All right.
What did you do?
There was this. I'm explaining. There was this TikTok that said something along the lines of, how do you deal with your siblings when your mom found them in the trash or something like that. So I stitched it and said,
that's terrible.
Well, that reminds me, I should tell my sister happy birthday, but that might ruin the surprise of how mom actually found her. Oh, well, she can drink her sorrows away now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if Dakota disappears, I'll be looking for a new co-host, as he's probably murdered and buried in the desert somewhere. But we could
Oh,
all
let's
know
just
to
say
go
my own mother would always say, if you happen to find two new rose bushes in my front yard, you know what happened.
Okay.
One for me, one for my sister.
Parenthood, the joy of having children. You know all about that, Dakota, didn't you?
Yeah, and I've been sadly away from him while I'm here on Earth dealing with you stupid Terrans.
I know, but this thing about
I'm
now they're
joking.
probably like, oh, this is brilliant. He's away. They're having discos and parties every night, you know.
If my kids hadn't stepped in, there's several people that probably would be dead right now.
That's very true. That's very true.
Intergalactic badasses that we are.
Oh yes, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
we saved Juro.
You broke up really bad there, by the way. You went. It sounded like you
I
said something else there.
know.
You're breaking up really bad.
I know. It's,
You know. But see, when you do it, it doesn't look like you're actually breaking up. When I do it, it's like, see, you know. But anyway, let's before everybody gets bored to death. Do you want to bring up the wheel of madness again?
So, ladies and gentlemen, because it is daylight savings, it will be very unlikely for us to book guests on short notice. We thought we would do another Ask Us Anything episode with Bald and Bonkers. And we have the Wheel of Torment.
So what do we all have on there out of curiosity?
Oh, we just have various questions. Oh, we actually have 2 people watching us. Hello, just in time.
Hello.
So we have various questions that people have asked us over the years, and because they don't necessarily seem to like the pre-recorded format, we decided to do a little something just to help them out, and
no problem.
Show them that we're listening.
Fair dues. Let's go.
All right, so
let's spin that
wheel.
Aye, go spin it.
Let's spin.
Wow, it's that fast. It's going slow for me.
All right.
Fuck me. Does Chris wear it? Who put that in there? Honestly, who in the right? Who put that in there? See, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to work with here. I don't know, maybe the Galactic Federation of Worlds was looking upon us there. And for that answer is no, I don't. I prefer to go all natural on that one.
I can't believe that's the first one that came up.
And for the ladies in the chat that know me, no, I do not wear a bra. I like to go all natural, you know. You know that I'm not going to live this down. The next time I'm out ghost hunting, thank you, Dakota. I would honestly thank you for putting that there. You know, I'm not going to let this go down there.
Oh my! All right. I'm back.
People in the Twitch world, please write in the chat and what you think of Dakota.
All right, let's spin again. Now, mind you, there are some questions left over from last time still in here, so.
Oh God, that's fine. I've never heard you laugh as much as that. Oh.
Where can I find you guys online? Well, we are everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to know the best way to track us down through all the social medias, all the places the show goes out, or the places where you can donate us money so we can keep the lights on because the world's ending, that's the place to do it. Check the chat, and we're going to bring it up on screen real quick.
Is there no some other strange locations where they can find you, Dakota?
Yes, you can find me on my Pornhub.
Yes. Aliens from the darkness.
I'm just joking, but...
I bet people will search that now. See, people will search that. You do know
that? Probably. It's a joke. Like the women's bra thing. I think I was actually Brian J. Laverty that inspired that one. Why are you probing me?
It's a cigar tube, ladies and gentlemen. I use it as a prop, as a probe.
Let's just go on to the next question already.
Oh god, it's no spinning for me. It's just making strange sounds.
Can I become a host for Bald and Bonkers?
Well, if Dakota dies horribly in a terrible accident, I suppose I'll be looking for someone, you know?
Well, not really. I'm the one that's in charge of everything
That's very
legally,
true.
so if I go, the company goes.
It does.
But
goes down all hands, you know?
for those of you who maybe run a paranormal podcast or maybe you do gaming videos or unboxing videos, we are putting together the Bald and Bonkers TV network, and we are looking for people to join us on there. All you would have to do is just once you're signed up, all you got to do is basically make sure your videos hit certain technical requirements. It costs nothing to join us. We're not going to make you post our logo anywhere.
You don't need to. That's one thing you don't need to do, is you do not need to post your logo. Other places want you to post logos, which I think, it's fair dues. And when they go live, they've got loads of logos all up the top screen. No, it's not a good idea. It makes it look kind of weird. We will not make you post any logos. There you go.
We're not going to force you to do anything. I figure my logic is, if you like our service and you're going to want to share it out on your own accord.
Yeah.
We earn our stripes instead of just twisting everybody's arm. And there's probably going to be some people upset that we said that, but guess what?
Come on. Lighten up, everybody. You know, good to have a laugh in life.
So technically, yes, you can become a host, but we're going to do something a little differently that doesn't expose you to constant security hacks or trusting some very shady motherfuckers.
I know. What is that lately? And there's been a few. I want to bring this up. There's been a few Facebook groups and that I'm part of that. My God, the hacks that they've had lately with the crazy pop-ups.
Whoever hacked the Bald and Bonkers page and started posting porn links, fuck you!
You know, that was the same way with another place that we streamed for, and last night I was going through Facebook, and it was exactly the same. Loads of porn links, right? But not just that, loads of fake news. Like Sylvester Stallone had been killed in a parachuting accident and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they were talking that Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, is dead, and that's like, okay, that's fucked up. Oh
God, aye. You need to remove that. Honestly, remove it as quick as possible.
Yeah, and when you start linking up, try to imitate some of the other platforms that have been going on. That also puts your information at risk because Facebook is just horrible about keeping their security standards.
Yeah.
So it's just a safety protocol. What we're safer, you actually network with people, and it's free to join us. Or if you want your own TV channel, we're going to offer up leases that are be about $15 a month.
And that is awfully good. I mean, that's an extremely good buy. It's $15 a month for that.
For something that you can have a constant, steady stream of your content to put on your Facebook page, to put on your website. It's a good deal.
And it doesn't need it doesn't need to be paranormal. It could be a gaming channel.
Yeah. The reason why we do that, and there's people that say, "Oh, I don't like it how you guys aren't focused on." Okay, first off, we're dealing with when it comes to the paranormal, you're dealing with a slice of every demographic out there, and there are some genuinely creative people who deserve to have an outlet to get their work out there because they are truly amazing at what they do, and that's what we're trying to help accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, so we should go on to the next.
Wheel again. No, spin that wheel again.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Ooh,
Have you ever faced judgment from your families because of what you do?
I have. I have.
I have.
So I'll give you mine first. I'm not going to mention who it was, but I had somebody in my family said because I was into the paranormal, ghosts and stuff like that, I was going to bring something back into the house that was evil, that was going to attack them, and just because I do stuff like this, it was going to attack them and get them and stuff like that. And I says to them, I says, don't be stupid. You know what I mean? And now obviously they're alright with me because they've watched my show that many times and they watch what we talk about and stuff like that. But I was judged a wee bit. I was judged a wee bit.
Yeah, I was judged quite a bit too. I mean, I came from a small town of less than 200 people, and
Yeah.
I was the only one who talked about ghosts and aliens and all that and had experiences. And I wasn't part of the local church. And if you weren't part of the local church, you were treated like shit. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll fucking say it, you assholes.
I've noticed that. See, I was actually okay with the people in my village, maybe 300-400 population, but they were okay. But they would have make the smarmy remark now and again saying, "Oh, you catch any ghosts? Did you catch any aliens?" You know, I says, I've caught loads of ghosts. They're on the back of my motor. Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, you want to know what helped stop some of the shit that came my way? Mind you, I got my start while I was still in high school.
yeah,
They would realize how many Playboy bunnies watched my stuff.
yeah. I
And
mean,
I was like, hey, you're sitting here wanting to bitch like a bunch of teenage little
Aye.
pussies. Yeah, I'm actually going to go get some.
see, it's actually quite funny to
Wait.
look back on because of the people that would say these things about the aliens and stuff about me, make fun of me and stuff like that. I've actually messaged me from my village saying, have you seen the UFOs that were shot down over America? Aliens are real. And I'm like, okay.
I probably should have clarified my last statement so I didn't sound like fucking R. Kelly. But you know what I mean. I'm actually going out there and seeing things and actually capturing evidence. And that's also been another thing to where once people started realizing that I was actually capturing proof that something was happening,
Yeah.
it slowly became, oh, you're stupid, you're an idiot, you're a freak to stay away from me. I was like, okay, you stay away because I can actually handle when shit goes down.
Look, everybody, you've got to remember people are bad for that, right? They're stupid. Some of them are stupid, and I'm going to say it right. The people who doubted me, you're idiots. But let's go ahead for the next one.
Yeah. All I have to say is that a lot of the people that tried to shoot me down are now come back and have actually apologized because they realize that I get to do cool stuff while they're sitting home alone miserable, regretting some of their choices.
What was that in the chat there?
It's a fake. It's fake.
It's a chat.
And it's on. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Somebody trying to say that they're wanting to promote our services. They're full of crap. Well, let's just go on to the next question.
Do you have any books, video? Oh, that's your line.
Actually, yes. I have written a couple of books. There's one I noticed was getting a lot of attention lately, and it was a fictional series called The Ones Who Walk Our Worlds, and that dealt with a lot of... basically, that was inspired by a lot of psychic visions I kept getting that I'm starting to realize have been coming true.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have a way to put it, and it wouldn't really leave me alone unless I did something to put it out there. So that's why I wrote that. There's also Dear Dakota, Time to Fess Up, which is...
brilliant book.
It's formatted in a way, it's kind of like writing letters to my younger self to kind of address, personal moments that, kind of affect how a person has an outlook on life. I mean, Chris has read it.
I've actually read both copies. I've read both copies.
And for those who have been asking, I do know that when there was a couple people that were in the chat when last time we had Elena on, they were asking if I wrote about books involving Thor Han. Those books were put out before the Thor Han revelation, so we'll just put that out there right now.
Yeah.
I can just imagine the type of hate that tries to come my way because I go on with Elena here soon.
And that'll be interesting. As for me, I do have one in the works, but it'll be a wee while before that comes out. You know, Dakota can fill you in more than that because it'll take a wee. It's still getting wrapped, so it's got to take a wee bit of time, right?
Actually, I think I may have found a solution to help speed up actually making your book look decent.
What's that? Hiring somebody else to do it?
That no.
What?
Well, technically, getting a robot to do it.
Well, I could do it. I've done a good job. I've done quite a few thousand.
That Chat GPT that everybody goes on about.
Yeah.
I've been playing around with it because you can do so for free.
Yeah.
And you can actually put in some text and have it paraphrase, and it'll write out somewhat original works.
That's
let's just say there's some students out there that have been trying to use AI to cheat on their essays for school.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah. Next one, please.
All right. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Where she stops, nobody knows, and we'll see how much hair loss we continue to have.
Oh, God. In your case, you only got one hair left. Does Dakota get to talk? Well,
only if I don't overpower the
really know
assholes from the UK.
See, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the reason I talk a lot is because when we get guests on, he doesn't talk. He just sits there last. See, the first time we met Elena, ladies and gentlemen, you need to go and watch that video. It was like
that video was taken down. Remember?
That's right. Dakota, would you like to say something?
Okay, first off, I was in shock because Elena.
I don't know what he was doing. He was doing enough of jumping up and doing. He was doing that. I couldn't see his hands though.
Fuck off, you dick.
He was just for ages. He was just like, what? To get him back, guys. He's been annoying me all fucking night.
Yeah, I guess I had.
Look, we're called Bald and Bonkers for a reason because we wind each other up all the time.
In my defense, hearing some of the stuff Elena talks about and having it kind of validate my own experiences that I never disclosed to really anybody before.
Well, that's really interesting, that
Fuck off, you wanker.
What? Come on, I'm letting you speak. I'm not speaking.
I guess I had that one coming, but let's go on to the next. Oh shit.
Oh, well. Yes, he does, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he does have a. I'll give you a tip. If you are friends with him on Facebook, don't annoy him between the hours of 9 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock at night. Do not annoy him between those times. I like to annoy him all the time, but he's just used to me now.
I'm not that bad, am I?
There's been a few times you flew off the handle. Come on. Okay, remember a few lives.
Yeah. Okay, I'll admit it. I've had issues with temper. If you read my book, you can understand where it comes from.
Yes.
But, that's, it's not an excuse. I'm just explaining, I've been working on it. I mean, just recently I had to cut off communication from somebody who was stirring up shit because, I'll be honest, I was letting past emotions from a similar situation start to affect my judgment, and it's best. It was one of those things where it was best that we parted ways, focused on what's actually good, focused on building the company and stuff like that. Otherwise, it would have just been ugly and gone to a place of no return. I'll be honest. Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but those who have been around me the longest have admitted that I've gotten better. So
it has actually got better, ladies and gentlemen. So if you ever want to message him Please don't message me. Message him.
Yeah, but don't take the fact that I've been working on my temper as a sign that I won't call you out when I think you're full of shit.
Yeah. So beware, ladies and gentlemen, when you send him a message. But there you go.
God, you make me sound like such a dick.
I know, but you are.
I have my days.
Come on,
Thank God my
ladies and
sister
gentlemen.
doesn't. Thank God my sister doesn't watch this. It's like, yeah, he fucking does.
You know, one night you should invite your sister on. I would love to meet her.
I don't think she would do it.
How? I think she would do it.
I don't think so.
Spin it again.
Yeah, let's go on. All right.
Right, here we go. Oh, right, you take this one,
How do
Dakota,
your
'cause I'm
shows
hopeless when it
work?
comes to-
How do your shows work from booking a guest to getting out on platforms? So I have been trying to work on a course, but unfortunately other things in life have kind of took my focus away from it, and bad Dakota. But essentially what we do is we go to plan a show. We have a form on our website, www.baldandbonkers.net, where you can fill it out and pick a time slot to where you can come on for a show. And what we do is we utilize StreamYard for our services just because it's a lot easier. You're not having to download anything, and a lot of the tools are right there. Once we record the show, we repurpose it, send it out to more video locations, take the sound from it, put it out on podcast platforms like Liberated Syndication, Anchor, and that's what helps get us out to over 70 plus platforms.
That's amazing. So there you
And
go,
I
ladies
find
and
it
gentlemen.
funny that there was a lot of people that questioned our sanity about doing that are now starting to do it for their own shows. So
I know. Oh,
like
well.
we said before, the same people that judged us are now copying us.
I know. But anyway, let's spin that
I don't know,
wheel once again.
I just find it funny.
I know,
all right.
so they are.
Let's get something that Chris can actually answer.
But no any more strange mess. What's this?
Well, Chris, we actually have talked about something like this before. Have you ever thought about speaking at live conferences?
We have, but you've got to remember where I stay in Scotland, we don't really get many live conference thingy my bobbers. You do get them there in America and stuff like that. Obviously, America's a lot bigger place, and then you get England, yes, you do get things. But Dakota, what about you? Do you ever thought about going to one of these conferences?
I would probably be nervous as hell, but if I got the invite, I would probably say yes.
Yeah. And as long as you didn't wheel you up on the stage, we could wheel you up in a wheelchair and you could sit like that.
Oh, fuck off.
I would do it. I would do it. I
What
ain't
the hell
getting big
was
of it.
that noise?
What?
You sounded like a fucking dog squeaker toy that was stuck in a blender or something. No, I thought that sound came out of your mouth, man.
It did come out my
that
mouth.
can't be healthy.
Eee!
Like, what
Oh my
the
gosh,
hell?
you're getting mad.
Even my cats are perking up at that. What the hell?
I think it was my chair. My chair of destiny. I don't know. Right,
No,
spin it
it's
again.
like a baby's laugh rattle. It was like a baby squeal that was
If there's
a
anybody-
rattle.
If there's anybody there in the UK side wants me to go to a UK thing, I'll go to a UK thing, David Dakota. Unless you want to
Well,
pay for the
Elena
travels.
was doing an event through Zoom today, so it's not like you can't do it. Ooh, here's a good one. What would be your most unique experience? Chris, you want to start on this?
No, you go. You go first for this one.
Oh God. What did you? All right, I got one. It's not my usual scary, or make a child almost wet the bed, kind of like what happened last week. So, this was my very first investigation. It was towards the end of it. I was sitting on a couch in what would have been the living room where these people lived in. Now, this was an old highway department building that actually had an apartment that the foreman usually lived in. And, granted, they were heavy smokers and all that, and both of them died from health-related, lung-related complications. And it was believed by a lot of the workers there that the old foreman was still hanging around. In fact, so there was this one day where I'm just sitting on the couch, just kind of sitting there doing an audio session. And all of a sudden, I feel these hands come on my shoulders. And granted, they were a little cold, but they started giving me a massage. And I mean, I'll be honest, it felt good. And I'm just like, I was like, oh, hey, that feels good. Who are you? Then realized there's no one behind me. I jumped. Mind you, this is my very
So
first
you're getting a
investigation.
massage from a ghost?
I was getting a massage from a ghost.
My oh God, there's a few things that's happened to me. I would say the first time I ever astral travelled. Right? I would say the first time that ever happened to me, the first time it really did happen to me, and oh God, it took me to this place. Dakota kens what I'm talking about. It took me to this place, and it was just so real. You know the kind of thing that I'm talking about. It was just so real, and there was flowers. And do you know, I can, if I think about that, I can smell those flowers. That's how real it was. And people will ask, what was it, the afterlife? I think it was between worlds. I think it was between the living and the dead. I was shown something. So, yeah, if you're going to buy my book when it does come out, it will be in there. So there you go. What
Hopefully,
actually
we'll be able to
understand
translate his. Hopefully,
Aye,
we'll be able to translate.
and there was this
his
big
probably,
man, and he stood there beside the biggest stain. And he looked over at his ghost eye. That kind of thing.
All right.
No, I refuse to. I'm too
For
handsome.
the
All I need to do, I have to wear my specs all the time, right? Look, listen, I have to wear my specs all the time, or I'm blind
Okay,
for Bavarian Bat.
the question for those on the podcast side of it is: will you guys dress up as Uncle Fester for a show?
Well, they'll know Ken. I could say I'm dressed up and they wouldn't Ken because it's on the podcast side.
Well, they're just on the podcast side, but if you actually paid attention, you can catch us on video as well.
Yes. I mean...
So, I'm not necessarily against it. I've done it before.
I tell you what, we'll make a deal. I'll buy a Donald Trump wig. And I'll dress up. I'll wear a Donald Trump wig, and Dakota can dress up as Uncle Fester.
That would not make sense.
We'll make YouTube great again. What?
I don't know what to say. Let's just... on to the next. Oh shit.
Which one of your first impressions each other? Oh my God.
Yeah, what were your first impressions of each other when you first met? Chris, time to incriminate yourself.
Mate, I'll say this. When I first met Dakota, there was something familiar about him. I don't know what it was. It was as if I knew him, but I didn't know him, obviously, because that was the first time I met him. And there was something there, and this is the honest truth, I swear in this, by the way, touch wood and stuff like that. There was something there that I knew him, and maybe a past life or beyond, I don't know, but there was just something there. And when I first met him, I thought, he's a really nice guy. But then I've got to know him over the years, and yes, he is a dick. But I like him, he's my friend. Yeah, you want to say it? Come on, it was nice-ish.
Well, you probably could already guess what I'm going to say. I couldn't understand a fucking thing this guy said. As do like 90% of the people that we met on the show. It's not that he seemed like he was bad. It's just that he would get so excited about the stuff we were talking about, and it's just his mouth would move faster than his brain.
Aye, I'll tell you that too, wee boy. Aye.
That sounded pretty close. But no, he wasn't a bad guy, and obviously, yes, we've butted heads a couple of times since we've gotten to know each other, but we're doing a show together, and things are going better now that we've managed to cut ties from shit that was stressing us out. But all things work out for the best,
Mm-hmm.
If it's meant to be, it'll be. Let's spin the damn wheel again. I don't know.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes. Time to spam the chat with some links yet again.
Yes, right, we do have merchandise. Off you go, Dakota.
Yes, we do have merchandise. We have a Zazzle store set up. And if we can just look it up real quick, we have one for Bald and Bonkers, and we also have one for Ghost Squad Scotland. And we'll wait for that to load, and we'll just blow this on the screen. Good thing I said on the screen. Well, didn't really clean it up. Oh, I could have incriminated myself several times during the show, but that link is for Bald and Bonkers merch.
Could you didn't see that during the Elena interview?
Yeah, that would have been bad. All right, here's Ghost Squad Scotland. And we also have an Etsy shop with exclusive merch there for both Bald and Bonkers and Ghost Squad Scotland and a couple of our other projects. And we have been getting some attention through there, so do check it out. We have a lot of fun little t-shirts and blankets and bikinis and underwear and candles.
I know. We should actually see when we get more famous on here and more subscribers, and we're in the 100,000 subscribers and that. We should do this Wheel of Madness again, but it should be like bungee jumping, parachuting or that, right? And one of us should be picked for that. I can't do it. I've got an officer in D.
Yeah, you lazy fuck. Alright, let's spin again. We're actually starting to run out of questions. Holy crap.
I know. You guys seem to butt heads with a lot of people. Are you guys okay? Yeah. Dakota, you first.
Yeah, we're fine. We just don't agree with how certain people like to do things. It's more. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, there have been both confirmed reports of very illegal activities as well as some that are speculated and just morally. It goes against my moral compass, and that brings out the temper and Hulk smash and all that on my end. But we're fine.
Yeah.
It happens. As much as we want to say love and light and kumbaya, you're gonna butt heads with people. You have to accept there's gonna be good and bad in everything, man. So, if something does happen where you blow up with somebody, and either find a way to agree to disagree, settle your differences, or cut ties before it gets worse.
Exactly.
It's no good. I mean, look at us. I'll admit that I've had issues with temper, and now I can't grow hair on top of my head.
Don't worry, we could do a fundraiser and get you a wig.
And I'm not even fucking 30, so
I don't know. I'm 41,
lovely.
And I've still got some hair. Yeah, one there.
Anyway, next question. Why does the company offer its services? Well, one, because I am the one that's behind making things look good around here. Even with Chris's Ghost Squad Scotland, even though that's his thing, I'm the one that he has to help in order to make things look good. And I'll admit that trailer that we have with Danny's voice in it, that's probably one of my best ones.
That is. Danny's
not
a great
to toot my
guy
own
too.
horn, but anyway.
Dakota. A lot of people don't know this, but Dakota actually helps me with Ghost Squad Scotland. He's actually one of my managers. Well, there's only one manager in my Ghost Squad Scotland, and that is Dakota. So there you go.
Yeah, but it also comes down to quality thing where we have like I said before, when you get into paranormal, you get a lot of different people, and they all try to do the podcasting thing or something like that, because that's the only way to really get yourselves out there without having to cost an arm and a leg. And we want to offer cheap but quality ways for people to get that professional approach without having to sacrifice themselves,
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, we also need money to make shit happen. So
yes, exactly. So if you're a millionaire and you want to make a donation, we're here.
Yeah, no, we'll take that. Or you want to sponsor the company, or we can give us a shout. Yep, we can do that too. But that's right. Next question. Does Chris also have a star family like the one Dakota has? Ladies and gentlemen, are you going to be in for a scoop tonight?
I don't want it fully coming out yet until the book's ready.
Until the book's ready?
Yeah.
Is that because you're just too shy to say it?
Until the book's ready. You can tell them some of the stuff. You can tell them some of the stuff, but until my book's ready.
I will say this, because this is your side of things, and it's your part of it. But in the spirit of trying to be, keep a little bit of skepticism and not falling for bullshit, especially from that asshole.
I know, and the asshole didn't.
The whole Chris's remarks earlier when he said that apparently it felt like he knew me from somewhere. Let's just say we may have figured out what that was.
Yes.
So
ladies, you'll have to wait till the book comes out, which will probably be next year sometime.
Or when I go on with Elena Denan.
You can tell. You can tell it with Elena Denan, but
we'll probably need to.
Because I would actually like Elena's side on this, what I input on this. So you're full permission to tell Elena everything. Right?
Well, I would love to hear her thoughts on it, being that Elena and I have already figured out that she and I have known each other since before I was born. So that should definitely be an interesting interview when that comes out.
Don't worry, guys. We'll post the link for the interview with Elena once it comes out too, so you can see it.
Fuck that shit. The second we know, we're doing a video trailer.
Yeah.
Because why did I say that? Because it's fucking Elena Denan. All right. It was a stoner that asked me this one.
Ken, I've been asked this. I'm going to shout him out. My brother Drew, he asked me this one, right? Why aren't there ghosts of dinosaurs? Right. Let's just think about this. That is a really good question, Dakota. Why isn't there the ghosts of dinosaurs? Is it maybe because it's millions and millions and millions of years? Maybe they've reincarnated and their souls is reincarnated into different animals. And there's any souls that haven't crossed have maybe just faded away because, let's face it, we're energy. And energy slowly just... maybe there is.
Well, there is...
you can't see them.
There is a couple of things here, theories that we can toss around, but obviously no way to know for sure. There's the concept of soul rot. Maybe they didn't understand the concept of crossing over, so maybe they did stick around, but over time, the area they became familiar with changed and went away and sold their, kind of like the stone tape theory. But actually, saw something on TikTok of all places that seems like it was meant to be a smart-ass remark, but it made a very valid point. Just think about this. Say you were to die right now.
Yep. There you go.
And you say it took maybe like 5 seconds for your spirit to completely disconnect and you become a wandering ghost, right?
Yeah.
How the hell are you still connected to the earth? Because think about it. The earth doesn't stay in the exact same position in space. It is moving thousands upon thousands of miles an hour just
Oh, so
around the
you're
sun.
thinking you'll go right through everything? Right.
No, on top of the fact that the Milky Way is spinning and we get caught in that motion as well. We are moving at astronomical speeds. Technically, there should be no ghosts because ghosts are stuck in space.
Exactly. But maybe when you're a spirit, you can travel anywhere you want, any time, any space, any existence. Maybe dinosaurs, ghosts, they exist, but maybe you just can't see them. Maybe, how do we know that they don't exist? I mean, has they ever done a ghost in the National Museum for dinosaurs?
Well, the only there's actually some old ice caves near here. They're about a 45-minute drive from me, if I remember correctly. There's actually been footage of what look like humanoids crawling on the walls like lizards.
It's weird you say that because I was watching a program one night and it was a ghost hunting program and where was it? It was somewhere and it was something to do with caves, right? And it was famous for stone. It was for Stone Age people, right? And there was like, the SLS camera and stuff like that. They were showing like things climbing on the walls. Maybe that was the same show. I don't know. And they were climbing on the walls, and they were like, there's just something weird about this. Nobody had died there except for thousands of years ago.
Exactly. I mean, the ice keys, that has artifacts dating back to the Stone Age. I mean, there's spots around here where you can just go hunting for fossils and actually get to keep them. So, and here's the thing. It's fucking dark down there. This thing was giving off its own light.
Do you know, that's actually a really good question, that, because you talk about Loch Ness Monster and stuff like that and other strange monsters. What if the Loch Ness Monster isn't it a monster? What if it's just an apparition of a dead dinosaur? Because there is ley lines run through there. You never know.
It's hard to see. But this kind of goes into something that I've always said. It's that most of the people in the paranormal community try to toss these theories out just because they know they can't be disputed and to make themselves sound smarter.
Yeah. If there's any listening to this,
it's hard to say.
If there's any expert in dead dinosaurs, please contact us. You know?
All right. On to the next question, I guess.
Mm-hmm. See, I was thinking about this one because I seen this question. See, can I say my first three? Elena Denan, right? And I'm going to say his name. I can't help it. I'm a fan. I'm sorry. Dave Schrader. And I was going to name somebody else. And he was a really good friend of ours, and sadly he's gone now. You know who I'm going to? Mike, the Naked Bigfoot. Because I think he was awesome. I really do think he was awesome. You know that?
Yeah, well, miss old Mike.
So who's your three?
Elena Denan, Jeff Meldrum, and Barry Fitzgerald.
Okay, there it is. I thought you were going to say Craig Campascio there.
Ooh, He was a good
Oh,
one,
see,
too.
I know. See, I wanted to use him too, but there was only 3. Maybe if there was 20, I could say 20, but I wanted to say Mike, because
Honorable
Mike...
mention Craig Capelbasso, because,
I wanted to say Mike because Mike did do a lot for Bald and Bonkers and stuff like that. And he was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's a story for another time, Mike. Cheers.
Yep. That one was a genuine loss.
It was.
And Mike's even had ties with the ET side of things, so.
He has. Ooh.
Here's a good one. Why is it that some people never experience the paranormal?
Have I just wondered this?
This was a question that somebody tried asking when we had Jenny and Nando on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to take a crack at it?
I've always wondered at this, right? And it's something that I've wondered. I've met people that have never experienced UFOs, never experienced spiritual things, right? A lot of people I know, 99% of the people I know have experienced these things, but I have met people that don't believe in God, don't believe in the afterlife, don't believe in ETs. They just think they exist. And to be purely honest with you, I don't know why. Because there's so much evidence pointing to the afterlife out there, and there's so much evidence pointing to ETs out there. Dakota, do you want to join us?
Honestly, I've wondered this myself, speaking from a perspective that would consider these individuals as some of the luckiest bastards on the face of this earth. Because, and Chris can validate this, he says it all the time. In my case, I'll be honest, if I wasn't the one who personally dealt with some of the situations I've dealt with, I probably would not believe the story. And it's also been a case where if a person spends enough time around me, apparently something about hanging around me opens them up to where they start experiencing things they never experienced before.
I know.
So,
Me.
and I mean, it's not just, random Joes on the street. It's been psychologists, it's been doctors, it's been police officers. I mean, there was one officer who I scared the crap out of because I told him there was a triangle UFO parked right above his police cruiser.
Yeah.
It disappeared before I can actually get any physical proof, but he knew me and knew that I wouldn't try to chase something down unless I believed there was something to it. So when I told him that, he kind of got a little scared. And ever since he watches that area because it's the main highway coming out of Nevada and Idaho. For those of you who like to smoke a little weed, Idaho still follows the federal mandate that marijuana is illegal and can get you arrested.
Yeah.
All the states around us have legalized it, so the state police often park at major highways where people are coming in from other states.
Oh, see, that's
To start pulling people. It happens all the time.
So if somebody's nipping across to a different state, they can catch you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of controversy when the state of Nevada opened up a pot dispensary like right on the state line.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this: I have met maybe one person that didn't believe in anything, but 99% of the people that I've met, they believe in some type of spiritual experience. Because let's face it, a lot of folk out there have had spiritual experiences, and they have seen like UFOs. Aye, they might deny it. I was talking to a police officer one day, actually a police officer, and I says to him, I'm into paranormal and the UFOs and that, and he says, do you believe in that stuff? And I says, oh aye, and he says, oh, I've seen some strange things too. But he wouldn't go into it because some people like, they don't want to talk about it, because as soon as they acknowledge that exists, it's something that opens the door for them.
That's why there's one of the theories that there's a psychology factor to it. There's if you believe it, it'll come.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in some cases, it's just dumb luck. As far as why some people are lucky and never get to experience these things, their time may be running out. Because let's face it, there's
No.
been and just even before the alleged UFOs getting shot down here in the States,
Yeah.
Ever since the pandemic started, there's been a shift in paradigm to where I've actually had psychological hospitals reach out to me for help, and I'm just like, how the fuck would I pull that off?
It's
No, it's like not just abandoned ones, ones actively running with patients.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
So, will we spin that wheel once again?
strange times we live in.
Oh, definitely. We are definitely in times. You, Sam. Oh, that's an interesting point.
Well, so the question is, have you ever been censored because of the topics you discuss?
Yes, we have.
Interestingly enough, we got to talking about George Orwell's 1984.
Yep.
And out of over 70 plus channels we go out to, only one got hit with a takedown.
Yeah.
One. And it wasn't even one of the main ones. It was just one of the kind of the backup channels, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's
so
just
weird.
I don't know. But unfortunately, when it comes to Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all those, people have also admitted that the content moderators take personal interest in who they ban.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't like it for whatever reason, they'll abuse their power. And Twitter is having that issue too.
Mm-hmm. That's why Elon fired nearly 90% of them.
All right. We're down to 2 questions.
Green or yellow? Yellow.
Have you guys ever captured stuff in your homes?
See, that's an interesting one, that. I haven't in my homes, but outside I have. In different places. There has been maybe some orbs, but I ken how some people are going to react, Lex, if you're watching this. Orbs, dust. It could have been dust, I don't know. Outside my house, I've captured so much. But inside my house, no. That's right. Dakota?
Actually, remember how I mentioned that every now and then, if I can manage to get the house quiet enough, I will leave a sleep talking app running, because there's been cases where I've actually caught shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to have to do a separate video on this because, like I said, there's been several times where one night while I had that running, you would hear electronic interference, like something was messing up the audio. There would be like a static interference, and there would be voices coming through in the static. In fact, I did it just last night and flagged like 12 recordings that may have something in them. So, yes, I have, and it has actually produced some results, because I'm crazy enough to ghost hunt inside my own house.
See, I'm not that stupid. I'm not one of these photos got to put a recorder on through the night, because if I hear something...
You calling me stupid?
No, I'm not.
You calling me stupid? Who you calling stupid, motherfucker?
No, it's not that. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, just spin it for fun. Let's just spin it and see what happens.
I was putting recordings because I thought something was happening and I wanted to catch evidence. It's not stupid. Fuck you.
I know.
Anyway,
it can scare some folk, that if you hear voices run about your bed at night. Well, I wonder what it could be.
Good one a fun one to end the show on. What is a fun, non-supernatural related story you have?
I don't know. I'm kind of sluntered with that one.
All right, you don't have
I'll let you
anything
go.
that'd be fun out that does not involve ghosts? Come on, Chris, get out there, man. Live a little.
I don't have any fun stories, to be purely honest with you, and that is the honest opinion. I've had like things where I've been outside walking and stuff like that, and I've tripped over and folk have getting burst out laughing and stuff, but I've never. No, I'm a strange person, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but there you go.
Well, I have
Here.
I have quite a few that don't
I bet
necessarily.
you
No, here's one you'll actually like, Chris.
does. No.
So a few years ago, my mom, my sister, and I, we went out of town because one of my sister's cousins was having a birthday party, and mind you, he's pretty high up there on the autism spectrum. I'm not making judgment. I'm just saying. So for his birthday, he actually wanted to go to an arcade. All right, innocent enough.
Yeah.
So we all get some. This is actually one of those arcade joints. It doesn't have the fancy card readers. It actually used old-fashioned coins.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going around doing our thing. There was this punching bag machine.
Right.
Right. So I figured, all right, I put the coins in, set the little cup down they gave us, and I get, hit start. Bag dropped down. I pumped myself a little bit. Bam! Hit the bag. Score goes up. I actually end up getting a high score, right? So I'm doing the typical man thing. Yeah, Uther man, awesome like that. So I look to my right, and there's like a miniature bowling alley, and there I see this beautiful woman standing there, long brown hair, good looking body. She sees me. I stare. What I did, I stare up and down, and I gave her like the good old fashioned Joey Tribbiani, "How you doing?" She blushed a little, and she like, "Oh hi." I see she has a little girl with her, her daughter. I give the kiddo a hi, hi, and start walking about my way. Little did I know the woman's husband was there.
Oh, good God.
Little short guy, had to be like 5'5". His face just dropped, and he was pissed that I was hitting on his wife, and his wife was liking it. So, as I go to walk away to play on other machines, I notice that this guy is hammering on the boxing glove machine. I mean, he is trying to beat my score. He is literally jumping into it, trying to beat it. Not getting it. I laugh. I go on. So it gets to be about lunchtime. We all get ourselves, a slice of pizza, and we're all sitting there chatting. All I hear across the arcade place is this, fuck!
It's on.
So, next thing I know, this guy is hunkered over. His wife is like, "It's okay, baby. It's okay." Trying not to look at me because she realizes I'm by the front door. And next thing I know, they're holding down his hand. His hand is purple and throbbing. This motherfucker broke his hand because I hit on his wife.
What age would you be at that time? What age would you be at that time? 16 or something like that?
Oh no, this was I was actually 22.
Wow. So, there you go.
So,
what age was his wife?
At least in her 30s.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. See, I've led a kind of quiet and simple life.
Boring.
I maybe so, but maybe boring. I've not really had anything spectacular, really, What's this?
Oh, no, we just ran out of questions. So I just brought up random yes, no.
So, there you go. So, Dakota, what's on the show for next Saturday? Do we know yet? Do we have any guess yet?
No, we don't, because a lot of people seem to think that they want special treatment ever since we implemented the form.
Maybe need to get rid of the
Uh,
form now.
I don't know. It just seems more professional that way, and I don't know what that tells me is that people are just wanting to, have people kiss their own ass. They're not actually wanting to work for it.
There's a lot of folk like that.
I mean, well, we don't really have to specify names, but is that guy that was trying to get you to cancel a guest still harassing you?
He's no messaging me back because I tell him to go and fill in the form.
Oh, yeah, the one who kept saying he did fill in the form, but we never actually got a submission.
Oh,
It's like if he's having technical issues, that's one thing, but
no, he says he filled it in a couple of times, but he didn't know it was going on.
Did he actually hit send?
That's what I says to him. But look, it's folk like that want special treatment. I kind of had to think with my Facebook, so as people can't send me friends requests, because I've had so many strange messages for like Dave Schrader and stuff like that. I see you're friends with Dave Schrader. This is one of them. Ladies and gentlemen. Can you get him on my show for me? Kiss, kiss. And I'm like, block.
Yeah.
Same with Barry Fitzgerald. Same with Neil Story. Same with all the rest of them. You know what I mean? All the kind of friends that I've got. I get these weird messages, and now I've got my messenger set up a certain way. I'll not get messages for you unless you're a friend request, but you can't send me a friend request unless you actually can contact me through email. So it's better that way.
Yeah, I guess it is a sign that we have started to attract the crazy people.
It's not that, man. It's you date, and it's Mike the Naked Bigfoot would say it's true. You date, and a lot of women in particular, I'm not being bad here, have messaged me trying to get these guys on their show, and I keep saying to them, listen, email them through their company page, do it that way. Oh, but you know him, kiss, kiss.
Well, that's no different than when I told you about some of the celebrities I know, and you're saying, "Oh, get them on a show." It's like they're busy fucking people. No, it's not. Yes,
it does get a bit much. It does get a bit much because I was getting nearly 200 messages a week.
And I will see that. Yeah, when some of the people realize the connections I have, I was getting that too, and I'm just like, "Oh, if you know these people, it shouldn't be an issue." I'm sorry that you're a loser and have nothing else better to do, but some people actually live up their lives. And the difference between the people messaging you and you harassing me, I actually have some A-listers. Yeah. And I get to hear from them maybe once every 6 months.
Yeah. What you've got to realise, too, is like Dave Schrader and his story and stuff like that, these people are really busy people. And I mean really busy people.
Speaking of Dave.
Honestly, just contact them through their emails.
I mean, speaking of Dave, did you see the little notice he put out earlier?
About because he wasn't answering somebody back. It's not his fault. He's got a busy life.
There was some woman who was on there who was saying that she needs, emotional validation, and she felt bad because it seemed like Dave was rushing her.
He's got a life.
I know. I've had people do that to me too, and I was just like, "Yo, I have no problem talking to you, but I've got shit to do. And if you start to harass me and interrupt, I'm going to start getting pissed off."
Look, what you've got to remember with Dave Schrader is, yes, he's a TV ghost hunter star, right? And he is filming locations, but between that, he's also got a life. He's got family, right? And he's got other people's stations that he's going on to. He's got other radio stations he's owned that he needs to do. Leave the guy alone. Leave him alone.
You don't
Book an appointment with him. Don't annoy him.
Despite what the fucking Kardashians may show, you don't just pop up famous overnight. Chances are you've had to work at it at some very unhealthy habits in order to achieve certain things.
I will say this.
I'll say that.
I will say this with Dave Schrader, right? There's no many celebrities out there that would take your friend's request and talk to you like he has with us, right? I could name a lot of other celebrities out there that would just they'd become famous, they do their thing, and then they would just block you, right? And when they want to talk to you, he is outstanding. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine how many messages a day he must get?
I mean, granted, certain people have had to lock down their messages because they've had people cross the line. I mean, throwing knives, having to file police reports, that level of crossing the line. I mean, there's this one gal, very attractive gal. She lives out of Boston. She's done a couple movies, but no real major roles. There's people who've made a game out of setting up how close they can get to her house without setting off the security system.
I think I've seen something like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it's like for some of these top celebrities?
I've seen it, man.
Who's the top celebrity now? Who's the top one? Who's the guy that plays Thor? What's his name?
Chris Hemsworth.
Right, can you imagine what it's like for him? Yeah,
I mean, he's a fairly laid-back guy in itself, but he's dealt with some issues.
Yeah.
And and it also gets to a point where a lot of these people, they have younger kids that these so-called fans start to attack because they figured that'll get their parents' attention. I mean, the lines that some of these people cross, it's just barbaric.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to say this out today. See people with Facebook groups and stuff like that, you need to police them more because of the stuff that they're posting on there. I'm quick. I'm as quick as possible. I've got moderators. I've as quick as possible to take stuff down. But guys, there's a Facebook this probably streams through, and there's stuff on there that's not been taken down yet, and it's been up for 3 or 4 days now.
I know.
And
it's like,
oh my god!
Like I said, you don't realize how vulnerable these systems are in this constant system of trying to add everybody you have one little interaction with as a friend on Facebook. That's just not healthy, y'all.
I know. I mean, look, when Mike used to, because Mike was on a couple of shows, he would get crazy messages off of women.
I will say this. I will say this.
Mike was great.
I'm going to say this because I already know some of the messages she's been getting recently, and you probably already know what I'm talking about with the interview with Elena.
Yeah.
Any of you try coming after me because I go on her show, I'll roast you on air. I will make sure to point out that you are a complete and total fraud that has to harass people in order to get attention.
Yeah. Are some of these people? Are some of these people quite high up YouTubers and stuff like that?
I wouldn't know who the hell they were in the first place.
And same with me. If I ever talk about stuff about me, like I just block everybody. You can send me messages if you want, but I just block these. That's what I do.
Bald and Bonkers has a legal team in place because when we got started, we already had to deal with people harassing us, and they were trying to cover up a fucking child molester.
Yep.
And yeah, I know. Elena tries to say, "Oh, don't feed into the chaos," but you got to stand your ground at some point. And some of y'all just don't listen unless you're personally threatened.
What I will say is this: there has been people that's been jealous of me, right? I could name names, but I'm not going to name names. And I just block them now. I just block them. Totally. And if they start any of their shit again, well, who knows?
And for those of you who try to rally like a bunch of schoolgirls, you're not helping anybody.
I know.
You're not being a friend by trying to contribute to the drama. That's not cool.
The drama needs the drama does need to stop, guys. And the paranormal and the UFO and the cryptid world just need to stop. I've seen top celebrities that are on Ancient Aliens, right, attacking other ancient alien people just because they're jealous of them. Why? You've got a good life. You're making loads of money through all your books. Why? Why say these things? Get what I mean? Just because you think they're better. I actually respected one of them, and now I don't respect them because of the way they were acting on Facebook. Total respect to them. Yeah,
if it's the person I think of, they're still trying it every now and then. Not as much, but
I just don't understand it. Why don't we all work together to try and prove aliens exist and stuff like that, instead of all this backstabbing?
Here's I think it'll be a good note to close on.
Mm-hmm.
As much as we want to embrace, the idea of love and light, yes, we have to acknowledge that there are some truly dark things in the world. But if we're so focused on trying to basically all these political movements, you're only attacking the very people you need on your side. And now, if they're legitimate assholes, if they're legitimately hurting people, yes, confront the issue. Nobody should have to worry about anything a person is doing unless they are hurting someone else. But at the same time, it's okay to be there. It's perfectly fine to stand your ground, and you should have every right to. But the second you start to purposely stir up drama, and people have tried to come in between Chris and I before and try to make it to where, I'm gonna replace him, or he's gonna do this, or he's gonna do that, he's lying, and blah 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 blah. It's not worth it, and you're going to alienate everybody who's actually worth a damn to have in your life. That's all I gotta say.
And honestly, see these famous people and that are out there that really are doing a good job, like Dave Schrader and stuff like that. Leave them alone. They have got lives, get what I mean? They are like you and me. They have things today. They've got families and stuff like that. Get what I mean? They have a life. They want maybe a weekend off. Get what I mean? Leave them alone. If you want to contact them, you email them through their email. Don't go through other people, expecting the other people. Because I can for a fact he's had the same problem. People emailing him to get to like other bigger celebrities, no bigger celebrities, because I would say he's actually bigger than them, because he's actually a better ghost hunter than them. But he's had the same problem. Yeah, I mean,
look at the number of people that get a hold of you to try to talk to me.
Okay, Jesus, it's actually it's not as bad now. It's not as bad now since we've got the kind of company email and stuff like that. It's the crazed Playboy bunnies. It's the crazed Playboy bunnies. You know, the 22-year-olds that say, "Listen, can you tell Dakota to come to the Playboy mansion and do an investigation?" And I'm like, "Listen, he can't do it. I'm sorry, but maybe I can do it for you."
If you actually shut down some sort of collaboration between Bald and Bonkers and Playboy, I will replace you.
Oh God! You know.
Hey, I'm single. I'm allowed. Alien wife situation not including.
See, that's terrible. Moral and stuff like that, having an affair.
Hey, Elena said it's technically not cheating.
Very true. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on Wednesday on my Ghost Squad Scotland. We're talking about Port Patrick in Scotland. We're talking about a castle and wrecked ships. Strange things go bump in the night, you know? And Dakota is playing with his keyboard again. What are you doing?
Nothing.
He's changing my name again, guys. He's a pain in the ass. So
do you see it? Do you see anything changing?
I'll check it. I'll see before I go live on Wednesday. I'll check it. I'll make sure the spelling's correct. And anyway, my line's bigger than your line.
Only because I had to shrink mine in order to fit.
Don't worry. That's what you should ask the girls that do the witchy potions and stuff like that. If they could maybe make you up a potion to make it bigger.
It's called weight loss, Chris. Maybe you should.
Really? Does that actually work?
Apple juice does work, actually.
No. See if you lose weight.
Weight loss regimen with some apple juice actually has been proven.
See, there's a new drug out now. That's actually available in the UK, and it's a pen, kind of an EpiPen. Kind of EpiPens are. And
an EpiPen for your dick?
No, you inject your stomach with it, right, once a week, and you lose about a stone a week. I'm serious.
Well, doesn't the UK also have a surgical procedure that essentially puts a fucking toilet handle in your stomach?
I don't know.
To where there's a physical handle that sticks out of you?
No, I don't know whether you've seen that. I think you've maybe
it's like some sort of weird. It's like some sort of weird version of a gastric bypass where you can physically control the flow of the food.
That's a guy that they put like a cable tie kind of thing round about your stomach, so it makes your stomach nose big.
Yeah, no, my aunt tried that. Still didn't work. You can use her clothes to skydive with.
It's called a gastric band. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we get to 100,000 subscribers, Dakota here is going skydiving for Bald and Bonkers. I'll be there too, ladies and gentlemen, on the ground.
Unfortunately, yes, I've looked into skydiving, but I'm too heavy.
I know you're not. I've looked into it.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. What I was thinking is see how you get the military transporters that shove the tanks out the back with the parachutes that come on them. One of them strapped to your back.
I'm too heavy for the parachutes.
I'd be fine. Get a Polo one or something. You'll be fine. We'll slow you down. We'll make sure you're out of soft terrain. Don't you worry. I'll have people there ready with their incense sticks and their crucifixes to heal you if your parachute doesn't open.
You do that shit, I will use every ounce of my available strength to stab people with the crucifix. You can use candles and kumbaya all you want. Yes, prayer can't help, but Western medicine is also there, motherfuckers.
I had to mention that because that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Serious thing, but honestly, don't use magic to cure someone. Phone an ambulance instead.
Yeah.
Good to enjoy life.
I am legitimately out of words because of how stupid. And see, there was one of those incidents that brought out my temper.
See, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So everybody have a fantastic week.
In my defense, it was a medical emergency. Have a fabulous week. We'll see you next time. Much love. Bye-bye.